Hey, what's happening, folks? TextBoy91 here, and I almost forgot about the new Football Outsider cards that they dropped in the packs on Friday. Mostly because on Saturday, when they dropped all of those packs, I didn't pull any of them, so I really forgot that they were even in packs, which makes me believe those cards are super, super hard to pull if I could even pull the cheap one out of a bunch. But there are five that they dropped. Of course, is limited edition Drew Brees. You have Aqib Talib, Navarro Bowman, Nate Solder, and also Danny Woodhead. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the cards on the auction house and let you guys know if you should pick them up or not. All right, right here we're looking at Danny Woodhead. This price jumped up so much higher than it was this past weekend. I seen a lot up over the weekend. Everybody's buying packs for right around 10,000 coins. Now, it being 20K makes me believe that everything else has risen up in price. So, if you didn't get the card at the good time, I wouldn't recommend you get them now unless they're just an amazing price. But 87 halfback, 5'8", 91 speed, 88 carry, 95 elusiveness, bad trucking, but he has good acceleration. But he kind of looks like, I want to say, CJ Spiller. Let me go ahead and compare the two real quick. CJ Spiller, let's see, he's faster, pretty much same carrying, same elusiveness, except for CB Spiller's a 99. The awareness is there for Woodhead, but I don't really count that like I always do. You're going to be using your running back for the most part. So, yeah, CJ Spiller's going for around 8K, and Woodhead's going around 20. So I would not recommend you pick up this Danny Woodhead unless you got it for a nice cheap price. Cause I swear I saw a lot of for 10,000 coins. I was gonna pick one up, but I was too busy picking up these breast cancer awareness cards. But the card looks pretty good. He had a pretty big week. He torched the Cowboys. So happy you got a card, but I wouldn't pay 20K for it, especially for a halfback slash wide receiver back where I can go pick up maybe a CJ Spiller and also a Roddy White or Julio Jones to get two cards for the price of this one. So that's my opinion on that one. We got another card to look at. All right, right here we have a Nate Solder, 87 left tackle, gets a plus 10 to speed run, I believe, and he also is going for 9,000 coins. During the frenzy that was happening on Saturday, this card was going for a cool 5,000 coins, which I would have said I would have told anybody to pick up for that price because it was so cheap, and you might as well pick it up because just in case the price does raise, you can go ahead and end up flipping it for like you see 9,000 coins. Not a big flip, but hey, it's a mini flip. I know how a lot of you guys need coins, but now it's going for 9,000 coins, and if you need this card on your team, and you're not a Patriots fan, I wouldn't recommend you buy this card. Like if you're gonna make the 9,000 investment on a left tackle, go ahead and make the extra 3,000. Get yourself a Joe Thomas. Of course, it's not gonna be the chemistry boost of Joe Thomas. It's gonna be the regular one. But hey, look at the stats compared to that one. Only thing similar is the pass blocking, but everything else is in Joe Thomas's favor. So if you're gonna spend the 9,000 coins, might as well spend the extra 3,000 and get Joe Thomas up off the auction block for 12. But that is my opinion on Nate Solder. He had a pretty good week though, allowing no sacks against that Falcons pass rush, which I don't think they have one now that I think about. I think Human Euro might be hurt, and also the other guy might be hurt too. So yeah, don't buy this card for 9,000 coins. If it gets back down to like 5,000, like around that price, cheap, just go ahead and pick it up. It's really really cheap, and you might be able to sell it later on down the line for a lot more coins. All right, got another card to look at. Let's go see what it is. All right, we're back on the trade block because there is a glitch for cornerbacks where you cannot compare them to other cornerbacks. So I'm like, you know what? We might as well go ahead and go to the trade block so you guys can see this card. It's going for 38K right now, but when the frenzy was taking place, I keep saying it was going for 20,000 coins, and I picked one up for 26. So I got a good steal out of it. If I want to go ahead and sell it for 35, I'll be able to make my money back without losing anything. So I'm happy with that. And looking at these stats, I might have knee jerked when I bought it, but I bought it because of the 94 man. As I know I can't compare, I don't know why I keep doing that. But I bought it for the 94 man, the 90 speed at a 6'1" body frame. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't know. I don't know. It was a good price I picked it up for, but Sherman's going for 40K. Now he's going for 40K. So if you had to pick one out of the two, who would you pick? I would definitely go with Sherman. He's a lot taller by 2 inches. Pretty much everything else is similar, and the awareness is in Sherman's favor along with tackling. So if I had to pick one of these two cards to have on my team and for the 40K price range, I would definitely go with Richard Sherman. But if you can get this card for 20K, I'd say just pick it up anyway because that's a really good value you can get because he's pretty much the same price as Charles Tillman at that point, and he pretty much is not better than Tillman at anything but the man cover. So if you need a guy out there that can pretty much be on an island by himself, this card is for you, and he is a little bit taller to cover some of the taller receivers out there, such as Calvin Johnson. You also got Denarius Thomas, and also Julio Jones, but I think I might have knee jerked when I bought this car. I wouldn't recommend anybody pay 35 to 40K for when you can go ahead and get better options at that position for a lot cheaper or for right around the same price. Let me go ahead and compare it to actually Brandon Flowers, who might be the worst cornerback I ever had in this game. 5'9", 92 man, 88 speed. Like, I don't like Brandon Flowers at all. His awareness saves him because he does guess on routes sometimes, but it's just he's not a good cornerback to me. So Aqib Talib, I don't know, 38K, like I said, is kind of high. If you're going to spend that much money on a cornerback, go ahead and spend the extra 3,000 coins on Richard Sherman. But if Aqib Talib gets down to 20,000 coins, you might as well pick him up because he's going to be coming out of packs more than likely in the next couple of weeks. So you can go ahead and sell him back for a lot more than you paid for him. Plus, 20K is not that big of an investment if you guys happen to have the coins. So now we're on to another big hitting card. All right, looking at Navarro Bowman right here, 92 overall linebacker, gives a +9 to man defense, and he's going for 107,000 coins. I do believe he is the highest rated linebacker next to Brian Cushing with the 95 overall, I believe. So it's pretty much in good company, which is why it's going for a lot of coins. You guys can see 107,000. I'm going to go ahead and compare the cards before I go ahead and show you the stats and see what sticks out compared to Kuechly and also Bowman. So Kuechly also is a little bit faster, which is shocking to me, which is probably going to be, I'm not even going to say why. Kuechly has a little worse awareness. He also has a lot worse block shed by 4, and also he's not as strong as Bowman, but Bowman pretty much looks similar to Kuechly except for one boost in certain aspects of his game. I do want to play with this card, see how it plays, and I also want to see what his depth chart stats look like. I'm pretty sure it does have a high hit power. I don't know right now. I might need to check this website to see what its stats look like before I come back with another one of these videos for you guys next week. But paying 107,000 coins while Kuechly's going for right around 10,000 coins, I wouldn't say do that unless you just want to have this card. But if you even want a good linebacker, go ahead and spend the 60,000 coins you guys see on Patrick Willis right here, who has similar stats and also will be probably a better coverage linebacker than Bowman would be. So if I were you guys, I'd pay 60K for Patrick Willis, I'd pay 100K for Bowman. But if Bowman does get down around 70 to 80K, I say pick him up then, just because his card will be coming out of pack soon, and you might be able to get more resale value out of it than you might be able to get out of it right now. So I'd wait on that, but don't buy this card unless you just happen to be a 49er fan. And if you're a 49er fan that bad, go ahead and get a Patrick Willis. He will be a nice linebacker for you. I'm waiting to get one right now because I have 60K to spend, but I don't want to buy a linebacker when I got Kuechly, so I'm waiting. So that's my opinion on Navarro Bowman. We got the limited edition card to look at next. All right, here is the Drew Brees Football Outsider card. You guys can see it's limited edition. Short pass chemistry, ground and pound chemistry, 95 overall quarterback. Looking at its stats, he has good throw accuracy at 95, good awareness, but that doesn't matter when you're using the card, so I don't understand why that's necessary. He also have really good throw deep, and he has some pretty good throw power. But when I compare him to Aaron Rodgers, going for 20K because the collectibles are super cheap right now, I don't know. You look at you can look at the stats yourself. I'm going to tell you guys who's the better quarterback for the price. You guys can see it for yourself. Rodgers has better throw power, and he also has worse throw accuracy, but that's not that big of a deal when he can move out of the pocket and create opportunities downfield with his legs compared to what Drew Brees can, which is pretty much stay in the pocket the entire time with that 63 speed and that 62 agility and that 25 elusiveness. Rodgers would be a better fit for anybody trying to win games online. But if you're a Saints fan, I can't tell you not to buy this card because this might be one of the few Saints that you get this year. You're going to get probably Drew Brees, Darren Sproles, and maybe even a Marcus Colston unless somebody has a big week on defense. But I would not recommend, or even Jimmy Graham, forgot about him, but I wouldn't recommend anybody who just happen to has 160K to buy this card just because a lot of good quarterbacks out there for a lot cheaper. So that is the Drew Brees right there compared to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers would be the better fit for anybody's team, I will believe. And that is this week's Football Outsider cards. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop it a like, and I will be back with the new legendary card that they dropped this weekend.